Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is your girl, the Glam Empress, and I am coming to you guys with a day in the life of a esthetician. And in today's video, you see us setting up our beds, because today in this video was actually our very first day in the facials classroom. The last video that you see uploaded was just us getting introduced to facials, and it was a little bit of a discrepancy with the class that was in front of us. So we were cramped in that other room that you saw us in, but in this video we are actually setting up our beds and everything. We picked out our spots for our facial stations, and we are just learning how to set up our products correctly and set up our beds correctly. So that's what you see us doing in this video. And we didn't start taking clients in this video. We were actually working on each other, which you will see that as well. But yeah, this is just us setting up our stations and getting everything ready to do our facials, because we do have to get 30 facials in the 300-hour program, which is what I'm in here at Dolly Monroe Beauty Academy.
I'm just sitting there like this.
Setting up to practice our facials. This is my little setup over here.
I don't know. We may or may not use a background today, but we're going to switch her background.
Alright you guys, so like I was explaining previously, we have to get 30 facials in the 300-hour hybrid course, and this includes even giving facials on each other. In this class specifically, it was our first time in this room, and it was a lot of our first times giving facials. So I had already gave my facial previously, like you guys saw in the other video. So one of my classmates, she was given a facial on me, and this was her first time giving her very first facial, and we had lots of laughs. It was lots of fun, you guys. But she's just setting me up so that way she can do her facial properly, because there is different steps that we do have to include when we are giving a facial. There's different hand movements that we have to do, which is called like effleurage and all that good type of stuff. But yeah, just stay tuned and watch as I get my very first facial from my classmate. in this section of the video, this is where we do our skin analysis, and as an esthetician, it is our job and our duty to tell our clients about their skin on what we see, and we use our hands to pretty much do all the feeling, and we use our hands pretty much as our eyes, if that makes sense. But she's just feeling my forehead, and then she's going to flick my cheeks and then spread my skin to the side on the left and the right. And it pretty much tells us if the client has dry skin, oily skin, if they are congested, meaning if they have any like acne or any pus in the skin. Also, it tells us how much collagen is in the skin as well when we bounce the cheeks around. So my classmate here is just performing the skin analysis, and I pretty much already know about my skin, but it was very amusing to see what she came up with when she was examining my skin.
There's a little. Nope. So when I'm up here doing this.
Yeah, so while we're up here, she looks nice and hydrated because you're not seeing any wrinkles. No. None, right? Period. None. All right, so now then you're going to, perfect. And then you're getting good bounce back or no? You are. So you let her know she has good elasticity. All right. Now take these two fingers and then you're going to pull it back like this. And you're going to turn her head and look at her. Yes. And then you're looking all the way back here. So you're taking these two fingers and you're looking back here. You don't see any wrinkles on her skin. Again, you're letting her know that she has good elasticity, right? And then it'll start bubbling. You check the other side. Right, so it mirrors the same side, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now you're going to come down her forehead and touch to see if you, I mean her nose, nose, forehead, and see if she, what do you feel?
I forgot to let it, so.
Just a little, I want to say a little, almost like rough. It's like
a little bit of texture.
A little bit of texture.
Right, that's okay. That's what you feel, and have her tuck her lip and let her know if you feel that texture too. And not only do you feel it, you can see it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
I
now,
a little bit of texture in the chin.
Right. Now, when you look at her pore size, what are you seeing? You see what fruit? Do you see any?
Yeah. Strawberries on her nose.
And what about her cheeks?
And then her cheeks.
Right. So she has what type of skin?
And she has oily skin.
Yes. Right. So perfect. Which cleanser?
This one right here.
Yes. And then, all right, so now we're going to go ahead and do that double cleanse, right? I mean, we're going to turn that off and remove that. That's what I meant.
So now after we do our skin analysis, we go in with the cleanser. And I forgot to tell you guys before we do the skin analysis, we use a pre-cleanse. And then we kind of just get all the debris off the face and the makeup off the face. And then we go in with our skin analysis. And after we complete that, that's when we go into our facial. And y'all, before I even became an esthetician, I was getting facials and stuff. And I lied to y'all not. Like, I could have sworn like getting a facial just mean like slapping the person's face around a couple of times, washing their face and all that type of stuff. I did not know that all of this went into getting a facial, like all the hand movements and all that type of stuff. I would have never guessed it. But yes, there is like a routine and there is a specific way that you are supposed to give a facial, especially the Dermalogica way. We are a Dermalogica school, so that's what you'll be seeing next up in this portion of the video. My face looks so good after my facial.
And it still got activity that it adds to it. If you see bumps or lumps that they're undiagnosed and the customer doesn't know what it is, and remember we're doing this whole suction movement before treatment. Because of the suction, it's stimulating everything underneath. Customers will know if they're prone to them, right? It's stimulating.
That makes sense.
And then
it's like trauma to that area.
It's just it is. I don't know if it's but it's just like stimulating circulation, and so that stimulates the nerves, which could make the cold sore come, right? And then 2 days after. So they take it a day before, they get the service, and they still have to stay on the medication for 2 days after because the nerves are still active. So when y'all talk about dermaplaning, the difference between this and dermaplaning, this is using suction to help with the exfoliation. And the suction helps with circulation underneath. Now that's what dermaplaning does not do. It does not offer you any type of circulation underneath the skin. So if a client does have dull skin or they need some type of life into their skin, it might be a good idea to use. So you always wear gloves when you microderm. Always. Oh, you know what? I ain't even doing all that on you. Since you want to act not nice.
What?
And we wouldn't use the steam, right? Whenever we're doing the
You can use the steam at this juncture. You can still use the steam right here. Just not at the yeah, not at that cell. But yeah, you would still. And yes, I watch y'all hands doing y'all practicals, and I'm like, oh God.
What your hands on skin?
Yes, how relaxing is that? Looks amazing.
Is dermaplaning easy to learn? Yeah.
Remember, the higher the number, the more grit it is. The lower the number. The lower the number,
The more grit.
the more grit. The higher the number, the finer the grit. All right. So now we're going to go ahead and we turn it on. Remember, I had it on max, so we're going to turn it down to like medium. All right. So we're going to go ahead and now remember, once we're doing it, remember guys, hold the skin as taut as possible. So we're going to hold the skin taut. We're going to work into that area, and we're going to come all the way back, and you kind of roll up off the end, okay? All right, and so you want to make sure that you're close when you're doing this. You don't want to have spaces in the skin like this. You don't want to have too many spaces, so you want to stay as close as possible during that process.
So is it okay if you overlap a little bit?
Yes, there's probably just a little bit of overlap, but I'm moving all the time, right? And keeping that skin very taut. So like right here, I couldn't work into that, so I'm going to keep it like this. And then you'll have lines of demarcation. Oh, that's what it was. Well, she's going to catch a little bit of erythema, and you're looking for a little bit of erythema. All right, so we pull that all the way back to the ear, and then we're going to come up like this in the same crosshatch pattern. How does that feel for you? It's okay? Even though it looks like it's, some clients actually go to sleep still during the whole process. All right, so we went vertical, horizontal, and now we can do that diagonal pass as well. Completing all 3 of those is considered one pass.
Can you do all the passes in one section at a time?
You mean like way I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was thinking I wouldn't change it up for any reason. Like I was just.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Can you do one way, one the
Yeah,
other?
yeah.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, I think what you're doing is probably more efficient because.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can. And so then you just come out just like that. All right, so that is done. So if you was to take this, it just feels very, very smooth, right? All right, so I kind of started here. So I'll go here, right underneath. Oh, also when you're working with cords, you mostly want your cord to be behind.
Feels so smooth.
Yeah, so smooth. And y'all could see with the suction, she's a little bit more, she's catching more erythema here than she is right here, which is okay. We would watch it to make sure that it's not, doing nothing too crazy. And as long as it's not, we don't have to turn down the suction. But it is customized. So if this was too much suction here and it wasn't here, all I can do is I could do this part and then change the suction for right here. So feel free to adjust the machine as you need to. All right. So we'll just go in and finish that pattern. Miss Connie.
She like, not yet, not yet.
About like how did I know about some different, skin products, skin lines.
I'm so done.
Look, when people watching me, I be getting awkward.
Yes, skin. The skin is glowing.